The Israeli Mossad has been hard at work inside of Iran. We know that to be a fact, but what we didn't know is details. What exactly the Mossad has been doing and what the effect on the war has been until now. We now have information on what the Mossad has been doing to prepare for this current round of fighting. Also some crazy details from the nuclear strikes on Iran last year, and also information about 30 Israeli embassies and diplomats that have been targeted for attacks. To begin here, the current Mossad director, David Barnea, is stepping down after 5 years of service. With his stepping down, we've finally seen some information made public, some by Barnea directly, and some leaked by other sources to the media. This is kind of a rare event, as the Mossad is notoriously tight-lipped about their operations. Last year, after Israel and the US have finished their strikes against Iran, Barnea issued a statement, or almost a taunt, against Iran, where he said, quote, "We will be there," speaking about inside of Iran, "like we have been there." According to information leaked from Israeli officials, the Mossad probably has around 30 to 40 active cells operating inside of Iran. Most of those cells are probably made up of collaborators, not Israeli agents, but we know there most likely are Israeli agents on the ground as well. Some of these cells were tasked with gathering intelligence, something they did really well. Israel not only knew exactly where all of Iran's air defense batteries were located when they struck last year, but also their missile launch sites, storage sites, production sites, and where most of the IRGC commanders could be found at any given notice. The same for Ayatollah Khomeini, and also where Iran kept their enriched uranium. So I'd have to say they did pretty well on the intelligence front. But they didn't just gather intelligence. The Mossad actually built a secret drone base inside of Iran itself. We don't know how long ago it was that they did this, but for some time, the Mossad has had an arsenal of suicide drones waiting inside of Iranian airspace. When Bibi gave the signal for the preemptive strike last June, the Mossad was able to launch the drones and attack Iran's air defense and missile launch locations from inside of Iranian territory. This caught Iran completely off guard. It was one of the main reasons Israel was able to neutralize Iran's highly advanced Russian air defense batteries and gain complete air superiority within a matter of hours. Not only a huge win for Israel, but also a massive humiliation for the Ayatollahs. This enabled Israel to send more than 200 aircraft to participate in the strike itself, gutting Iran's military and their ability to launch a crippling retaliatory strike back against Israel. And in general, when it comes to special ops in Iran, the Mossad actually has a very good track record historically. In 2018, hundreds of Mossad agents pulled off an operation to steal a massive amount of highly classified documentation about Iran's nuclear program. Also in 2020, Israel was able to assassinate the head of Iran's nuclear program with a road ambush, where the scientist was shot with an autonomous gun operated by a satellite of all things. Apparently, the gun was smuggled into Iran by the Mossad in small pieces, then set up for the ambush. It was then remotely triggered by the satellite, after which it self-destructed. Then, in 2021, the Mossad was able to pull off an operation against the Natanz uranium enrichment facility, causing a large-scale power outage that damaged the advanced centrifuges. This was a physical sabotage effort with years of planning behind it, and it reportedly set back Iran's nuclear program significantly. Apparently, Iran actually used to have a very good intelligence wing that operated quite effectively, but over the years, as the IRGC has been gaining more and more control, a lot of that intelligence service has been slowly replaced by less effective IRGC operatives, creating more leeway for the Mossad to operate. And the Mossad chief said a few months ago that Israel still has capabilities inside of Tehran that haven't been used. He said these capabilities are imaginative and aimed at protecting Israel from future threats. Although we don't know if he was referring to whatever system was used to track Ayatollah Khomeini and other top Iranian leadership, or if Israel still has something else in the bag for future need. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on which of those two options it might be down in the comments. Despite Israel's major wins against Iran, they're still facing major threats around the world. Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar said on Monday that Israeli embassies and diplomats have been targeted by terrorists about 30 times since October 7th. Also, we know that between October 7th and the end of 2024, the Mossad prevented over 50 terror attacks by Iran against Jews in countries around the world. Also, since October 7th, anti-Semitic incidents in Europe have surged by 400% in some areas. Over 96% of European Jews report encountering anti-Semitism like physical assault, arson attempts, or experiencing verbal threats, which is insane. In the US, anti-Semitic incidents are up over 300% since October 7th. Just in 2023 alone, harassment of Jews went up by 800%, vandalism by 350%, and assault by 200%. There was just this tense exchange in a video that surfaced yesterday where a guy was harassing Jews at a Chabad house in Virginia.
Get off my property.
This is not your property.
Go on the other side of the street.
Make me.
You are trespassing right now.
This is public easement.
You are trespassing. You're breaking the law right now.
Yeah, you're gonna pay. How about that?
I don't see you as a safe person.
Yeah. I don't care whether you see me. How do you see me? I see you as a spy.
You come to someone's house.
I see you. This is your house.
This is my house.
It's your house. Does it have you pay property taxes?
Sadly, as has happened so many times throughout the course of history, the enemies of God are emboldened. Jews throughout the world are feeling the sting of rejection and persecution. This is a good reminder, especially as today Israel celebrates their independence for the 78th time, that Jews finally, thank God, have a place to call home in the land that God himself gave to the Jewish people forever. Israel is not leaving their security in the hands of others. They are fiercely defending their borders. They're building their homeland and protecting Jews around the world. So, especially if you're a Jew living somewhere else in the world, I would encourage you to do everything you can to support the state of Israel. It just might be your lifeline in the years to come. Guys, we're putting together a very special written report 3 times a week with our top selection of important news from the land of Israel and the Middle East, along with a biblical connection as well. It's 100% free. All you have to do is sign up. The link is in the description below. To all of our friends in Israel, happy Independence Day. May we live to see Israel grow stronger, more secure, and closer to God over the coming years. Don't forget to give this a video a like if you enjoyed it and share it with a friend or two. As always, thanks for watching.